Alright, this is going to be a Wolverine guide for Marvel Rivals. I was the rank 1 League of Legends player as well as a top 500 Overwatch player a few years ago. So it's been quite a while, but now we're back playing Marvel Rivals and I'm now maining Wolverine. I don't know why, I just kind of like him, so I'm just maining him for fun. Maybe I'll get a new main, but this is going to be a kind of beginners to advanced combos on Wolverine. And we'll be doing an educational commentary after. Let's start off by explaining his abilities. So first up is going to be his auto attack, his left click. It's going to be 4 furry swipes. Each of them charge his rage by 7. And then you gotta wait a little bit before doing another 4 autos again. So make sure you're using your other abilities in between your auto attacks. And the more rage you have, the more damage you'll deal with your claw swipes. Next up is going to be your right click or your dash. This ability lets you dash in one direction. You can go any direction. It's omnidirection, so you can go in the air, you can go down, you can go left, right, etc. And you deal damage at the end of it, and it charges about 20 rage. Really good skill for gap closing onto your enemies or getting out of sticky situations. So you either get in or you get out. Actually, you probably will get in and get out with the same ability. Next up is going to be your Howl, which is E on the PC. This is a damage reduction ability, so when you're in the middle of everyone, you want to activate this if you think they're going to be focusing you. So what I usually do is I would dash in, I would probably use it, swipe at people, and then try and dash out. It's only usually I'll probably use it when I'm non-mobile, I don't have my shift, I don't have my right click. I'll go into his shift, aka his grab ability later, but I'll basically use this if I think I'm going to take a ton of damage. And I've seen people use this before they engage, like before they dash in. You should probably use it when you dash in. It does actually stun you a bit where you can't like swipe or anything. But the problem is if you kind of use it before you dash in, you're losing 1 or 2 seconds of that damage reduction. It does last 5 seconds. And yes, you might lose a little bit of DPS, but you want that full duration of just kind of being a tank for a little bit. And the next up is going to be his shift, or the leap that grabs people. This is like probably Wolverine's most important skill, so how you use it gonna determine whether you're a good Wolverine or not. So his leap essentially picks them up, stuns them, they can't do anything to get out, and slams them on the ground and provides your auto attacks, very fast attacks, as well as going beyond 4 auto attacks. So when you want to fight, you just kind of go in and just swipe at people. But of course, I don't think you want to use this ability to get in the fray and just randomly swipe at people. You kind of want to isolate someone and then take them out, because if you're in the fray, I mean, you could do something where you leap in, do as much damage to people who are kind of clumped up. And if you're going to do that, you better prep yourself by pressing the E before you leap in, because they'll be focusing you super hard. But if you have the damage reduction on and you're shifting and you're just swiping at everyone, you won't take that much damage and you'll be doing a lot of damage. That would probably be the only time I would roar before preemptively leaping in. But most times if you're going in, you're probably using your E just to tank some damage and stalling for your cooldowns just to get out or go in more. You can also take down people in the air with this, so yes, you can take people down, but you got to be really good at landing it, and it's a little bit tricky for people who are in the air, right? Obviously, maybe you can do a right click and then shift onto them and they have no escapes. Usually air units don't have some sort of invulnerability skill. They maybe have like a speed boost, but yeah, you can take them down and they're usually vulnerable for a little bit. And you can keep chasing them if you didn't use your right click beforehand. Now, I have to say this, but all of Wolverine's attacks that deal damage deal maximum % health damage. He is a tank shredder. And the more rage you have, the more max % health damage you'll deal. In game, they want to keep everything simple. Yeah, this site gives you a bit more specifics into the Marvel Rivals characters and how much damage they deal. So if you like numbers, you can check out the numbers behind all of the characters, but I do believe some of it might be outdated because apparently his roar used to give him a damage boost on Wolverine. So technically he is a tank shredder, but I like to only attack tanks when I have 100 rage. Or you could isolate the tank into a corner and just claw at him, since usually tanks don't have that good of escapes. But yeah, his team up ability is going to be with Bruce Banner. Now what this does is it lets Hulk throw you into the enemy and then have enhanced feral attacks. So it's actually pretty good, and you can have your dashes up. You don't have to use a right click or shift before getting into the fight. You just will have Berserker Rage enabled and deal a lot of DPS and charge that rage. His passive is actually really confusing. Regenerative healing factor. I didn't really understand it when I played it at first, but essentially when you die, you will get hit point back based on how much rage you have. It is a fairly long cooldown. It's like 40 seconds, so you don't want to actually like think about you have it and abuse it, so intentionally die. You probably still want to go around and find health packs or your healer, but it can definitely change the outcome of a 1v1 or something where you actually wipe the enemy. So when you have this, you can play with a little bit more guts, but if you don't have it, make sure you fall back when you're low on health. I don't usually play around it. I'll play the same as always. I don't want to waste this cooldown unless I really have to, like I'm setting up my ult or I have to go in, but usually I will not intentionally die every chance I get just to use it. So I'll play to survive. I think it's around 175 health to 300. It does consume all your rage after it grants you a bonus shield, so you won't have a lot of damage after you're done with it. So yeah, once it converts to health after a set amount of seconds, make sure you get out of there and try and heal up and play safe. Or if you're winning, just keep going. Now, Wolverine's ultimate, which is called Last Stand, this ability launches enemies up and then lets you ground pound them with an AoE attack. The initial damage is 10% maximum hit point, but if you have more rage, it'll deal more maximum hit point, and it has its own base damage, of course. The way I like to use it is I like to right click in, which is my dash, throw up everyone in the air, and then instantly use it. This makes the enemy have no time to react. I know you can idle up in the air and position where you want to drill and impact on the ground, but you just use it instantly. They take so much damage, and honestly it's harder to hit you, so it'll be very hard to hit you, and it's so fast that the enemy won't even know what happened to them. It's honestly really good for just actually wrecking a whole team fight if they're all clumped up and just, you know, basically deathballing them. And it sets up you being close to them so you can actually press your leap button and catch them out of the fight. So Wolverine has 3 dashes essentially with this ultimate. Well, technically 4 because it's a 2-part kind of ultimate. Alright, now let's talk about some Wolverine combos. Essentially, the way I play Wolverine is kind of one combo. You right click in, and this is how you guarantee getting your leap off and to grabbing someone and then kind of isolating them. This is core bread and butter with Wolverine. It's also really hard to hit Wolverine while he's doing this because he's being so mobile. So this is another reason why you don't have to use your E yet. Of course, by the time you land, maybe the enemy has an escape of some sort. So be careful, but of course, by the time you right clicked in, dashed in, and leaped, your right click will come up in about 1 or 2 seconds so you can chase them after they use their escape ability. Another combo you can do is 4 swipes and then right click, which is the dash, and then left click again, which is your 4 swipes. So remember what I said, after your 4 swipes you're not really doing anything. You can actually dash or use another ability like your E, and then that stun doesn't exist. And by E, of course, I mean the howl. Now if you have your ultimate, what you can do is you dash in, press your ultimate, instant Q, and then swipe away. Or if you have your leap up, you can do this other combo, which is essentially the same thing. You dash in, press your ultimate, drill claw them in, which should give you a guaranteed leap, and then you just start clawing at them. And while this is all happening, it gives you so much mobility, it makes Wolverine essentially really hard to hit. Again, I like to play Wolverine like an assassin, but I guess if I have 100 rage, I know I can beat tanks. I won't necessarily want to attack the tanks because I like to kind of flank and play assassin-y. But yeah, he's kind of like a hack and slash character who kind of plays like a fast mobile assassin in my opinion. I don't like the bruiser kind of Wolverine. I like to just play very fast. The next combo I want to show is charging his rage before using your ultimate so you get a better max hit point damage from your ultimate. It's got to be really quick, so what you want to do is you want to dash in, shift somebody, do some damage, and then you press your ultimate. The reason I want to be really quick is because you don't want people to be damaging you or reacting to you going in, right? So you might as well do it as quick as possible. You get about 60 rage in this combo. I'll do maybe an advanced tips and guides on Wolverine later, and guides on other champions or heroes. But now begins the part with an educational commentary, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so this is going to be the educational part of Wolverine. We're going to be attacking on Yggdrasil and see what we can cook up. I'm going to look for flanks usually, assassinations on enemy targets, even though it does max % health damage. I don't like being in a front. What the heck?
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
I actually maybe should have went all in, to be honest, but I was kind of got actually really scared. So like at the beginning, you should actually probably all in the tank because you'll out DPS them and you have to revive. And if you can beat that first push, you'll actually probably win that all. But I like chickened out, which was my bad. I should have actually just all in the tanks. We probably would have killed them. I screwed up. Okay. I don't have my passive. I have to play kind of risky. See, now we got to pick and we can push. And he will 1v1 every tank.
To the tapping operation.
I think you just literally have to go ham at the start of a fight. Use your passive, burn it, and you have some cooldown on that. Is what I just learned.
Keep going. That one hurts.
What's going on? Oh, it's just us two. Whatever. See if I can get a pick here. I can also use my right click or shift to bring them to my team. Try it soon. I'm gonna try it right now. Now I basically get out. I don't even know how that hit. It didn't look like it hit. It's actually not good to ult here because we should win this fight.
Behold the god of thunder!
Clean up your
I think we'll win that fight, so I'm holding my ult until. Oh.
Let's do this.
I don't know, that guy kind of suicided.
Needed a little boost. Thanks.
I actually should hit that guy for rage. I'm lucky. I need him to hit me so I get my. Oh.
Sai, we need you back. You're halfway there. Keep going.
Oh, that's a pretty fast game, honestly. I'm the only one really pushing. Here we go. Can't see him. I have to get out. I have to get out. Oh,
Ain't over yet.
wow. I didn't see my shift was up. I could actually maybe kill her. Screwed up.
Ain't over yet. Lights out. Let's do this.
I did a decent amount though. I pressed my Q just to beat the 1v1, but
The dragon.
I don't know if it was
Ready to
good.
put on a show.
Your powers are mine.
Behold the god of thunder!
My apologies to your moon. Even better than my
Judge, jury, executioner! Behold the god of thunder!
I don't know what's going on. I'm just hitting people. I don't. I guess we were losing the fight. Yeah, it was like 2v6. We gotta wait charge our ult. We'll probably win the next fight.
You're mine.
I'm gonna ult charge soon, so
The anger's still
The moon haunts you!
Clean up your toys,
okay.
Spectre. Ninja moves better than mine. I'm impressed, Sai.
we can slow push here. What? Free pick. My passive proc. Unlucky. I can't believe he actually did that much. I think he had a shotgun.
Let's do this.
I think we burned so much all stick.
They just keep
Not good. Oh, it's kind of bad. Because I didn't know Psylocke was ulting.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Might be a pick.
You're mine.
Dead. Dead. I'm dead.
You're mine. A health boost. It's fine by me. Some sort of magic artifact.
Straight on, Phil.
Need a
That's
little
it.
boost.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Okay.
I am Asgard's might! Our adversaries
Yo,
gather.
where am I? I don't know where I am.
Render me
I'm trying to flank, but I can't find anywhere.
Keep your curses to yourself.
Okay, like they're all grouped up, so okay, all in, all in. I have to all in there because
So close.
I my passive prop, so I need to just slash as much as I can. I don't think I'll escape. I think they'll chase me down.
Coming at you.
You have my
I have my ult soon.
It's the grand finale. Watch.
I think my team is won. I don't have to do anything.
Behold the god of thunder!
Embarrassing. Struck down by living
Yep,
cheek.
we won.
The moon haunts you!
Another epic victory.
I guess that'll be the education. I feel like I did a lot of damage as those tanks. I'd say it was all right. That concludes the educational part.